Okay, Grime. This next one is this is kind of a big topic. So we're gonna. It's a big question too. So we're gonna kind of just work through this. So the question starts: how do I go about addressing opening my own shop to my current boss? I work for a good guy. He's not the best boss or artist, if I'm being frank. I'm 13 years in. I have a really solid name and clientele for myself in my area. My peers and coworkers look up to me. They're some of my best friends, and we have no drama and a good vibe in the shop. I just keep my head down and grind away every single day. My shop mates ask questions to learn from me, as I do from them, of course. So sounds like they've got a very collaborative environment.
And plus, he works 7 days a week, every day. He says he works every day.
Yeah, he's fucking grinding, right?
That's all he does. It's crazy.
Sleeps
I need an employee like that, 7 days a week. Jesus.
Right? So him and his coworkers, they all listen to the same music. They like the same stuff. It's just a good crew, and they all hold their own. But their boss is the opposite. He's a little too comfy. Feels like he doesn't appreciate or respect what he has from his staff and crew.
Okay.
So he's the odd man out. And let's see. He just happened to start the shop at a time where a lot of these other guys were kind of getting out of a bad situation. So they're all there. They've been working. Things are going well. But they're 5 years in, and things have just gotten way too comfy. And the boss doesn't invest into the shop, the community, or the artist, and he doesn't listen to any of their ideas.
Okay.
They just pay their rent or percentage, and they have a solid spot to tattoo, and that's it, which they're grateful for. He says, but still, we could be doing so much more, and we want to do so much more. I know we're all capable of more, and I know that if I started my own thing, all of the guys at the shop would follow me. I just feel bad because he has put himself into a position where we feel like he's just relying on the money that we provide him.
Okay.
He's got the new house,
Yeah,
new car, all that stuff, right? So, all that being said, I just wonder if you have any advice. Or is it my problem to worry about? Has being here for 5 years and paying him tens of thousands of dollars in rent enough for me to not feel guilty if everyone follows and I just pull the rug out? Please, any advice? Thanks.
To me, it sounds like you want my permission to quit. You want me to tell you it's okay to quit. Well, you know what? It's okay to quit. It's totally okay. Anything that happens is his problem. It's not your problem. It's his problem. You know? It's just the way it is. You know, you've been tattooing for 13 years. You know, you didn't apprentice him. You didn't apprentice underneath him. You don't have like a unwritten or a written or a, you know, insinuated kind of contract or agreement about time frames and, you know, any of that. So I don't see what the big deal is. I think the most important aspect of this is to be honest with him. I think that is the thing that it will give you the best peace of mind when you leave, because you will not have regrets about anything you've done, right? I think that's the most important thing, if you're just honest with him. Don't start plotting to open up a shop and looking at spaces and not tell him. Just tell him your intentions first and deal with whatever he wants to do. If he has a shit fit and fires you, plan for that. Plan to be fired, but tell him, hey, this is what's going on. I think it would be a little unfair to start building the shop while you're working there. I think that's a little bit, you know, it's just not the best way to go about it. And again, then he can have ammo to, like, you know, slander you or whatever. And granted, it's not that much ammo, because in the end, it's like, fuck you, I'm not going to work for you. It's not a big deal. You know, like, people quit jobs all the time and go start a new job somewhere else. You know, he's not the boss of you. He's only the boss of you when you're at his place of employment. But, you know, if you have this idea and you really want to do it and you feel like the situation, not him, the situation that you're under doesn't meet your desires, then go, you know, try to set out and do your thing and see how it works, you know. Be realistic about it. Make sure you understand, like, the difficulties of opening a shop, how it's going to work, you know, your municipality, your laws, all that stuff, because maybe it's not as easy to think. Owning a business is difficult. You know, you guys have a good relationship currently as being co-workers. How does that dynamic change when you're the boss? And I will say you probably shouldn't open as partners. Just open by yourself. It'll make it easier in the long run. But you know, it's okay. You can do it. It's up to you if you want to do it or not.